Scorpio Venus, this is your love and relationship reading for the month of February 2026. Oh shit. Too much. Playing games. You don't need to play games to keep the right one interested in you. Too much. You tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. Oh, what? For a Scorpio? Hell no. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see. If you haven't seen me before, my name is Podkane. I've been reading for about 10 years, and I developed this spread specifically for this reading. So you're showing up as a Queen of Wands reversed and the King of Wands. Interesting dynamic where you have a lot of passion, but it's mostly directed towards your own personal desires and endeavors and not as much in the support of other people. There's also a peacocking situation happening here where you're sort of like, oh yeah, I'm hot and da da da, but actually have some insecurity there. So let's see what your person, how they're showing up in this love and relationship spread for Scorpio Venus. How's their person? What are they doing? What do they look like? What are they doing? Okay. Two of Wands. Oh, I just want to have sex. I just, they're trying to make plans for the future, and they're coming forward with the Magician, where it's like, if you don't help me, I'll just do it myself. And the Wheel of Fortune reverse, which is like, well, timing's kind of shit right now with you, and I don't really know if you're coming or going with this weird little dichotomy over here. So, I'm just, it goes back to the Magician. I'm just going to continue doing what I'm going to do, and you can hang out and do it with me, or you can fuck off. Okay. So what's the issue at hand between you? And please stick with me. I'm going to get you some answers, okay? Four of Wands, an issue around a house or the home. Seven of Swords, coming up with strategies and plans. Well, I wanted to get the foundation done on the house, but like you're not actually taking action toward that because you're like saying that you're all that and hot shit, but like, in the background you're insecure, so I'm gonna just do what I want to do over here, and like actually maybe it's bad timing for that, so I'm gonna fucking be also really weird about it as well. And like, okay, anyway. What do you want out of the relationship in February for Scorpio Venus? What do you want? Five of Pentacles reversed. You want to come in out of the cold, looking for approval. Five of Swords reversed. You don't want to be bullied or bully anyone. You're not willing to do whatever it takes. Knight of Wands. Okay. You want to show some passionate action towards your person. Four of Cups. You're expecting rejection, though. This is where the game playing's coming in. Like, what is this? Okay. What does your person want out of the relationship right now? What does your person want? Eight of Cups reversed. Clean up the mess. It's a mess around here. We need to get it cleaned up. Death reversed. They don't want to make any major changes. The Chariot. They want to be in control. All right. There's just... Okay, so... You have good intentions over here. You just want approval. You don't want to be nasty about it. You want to make movement towards them and passionately, there's a lot of wands here. Like, it's like you want to do some right action this month. They want the same thing too, but their attitude towards it is completely different, where they want to be the shot caller. They want things to be cleared up and cleaned up, but they don't want to change any of their behaviors. So, I mean, why aren't y'all on the same page about this house situation or what's going on at your home? Ten of Cups reversed. There's an idealization happening in both of you that the reality need not apply. There's some delulu happening. Confusion about what's really going on. And that probably just means somebody needs to have a real conversation. What are your fears in the relationship right now? Queen of Cups, Page of Swords. That your words may hurt them. Again, Ten of Cups. You don't want to spoil your happily ever after. Things were going pretty good, but maybe you feel like the dialogue could damage things emotionally. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a level of independence. Oh, so you're like, well, they don't really need me. And you have some fears around that. What are they afraid of? I'm not seeing anything like that fucking crazy now that we're getting into it, but it's definitely like y'all are on the same page, but you're not. They're afraid of Ten of Pentacles, having to be a part of a bigger structure, needing a lot of money, something taking a long time. King of Pentacles, kind of more of the same. Two of Pentacles reversed, not having enough. So their issues are money matters. They have money matter issues. So like for you, it's very much an emotional matter. And you're worried about, because you're seeking their approval, you're worried about where you stand with them. And for them, they're just like, well, we don't have enough money. And like, they're just not that worried about this whole game thing happening here of whatever, I think you're reading too much into this, is what I'm going to say preemptively. So how do you see them? The Tower? What? Everything's falling apart. Oh my God, you're catastrophizing the situation. The High Priestess reversed. They're being hypercritical, not seeing the forest for the trees. Three of Wands. You're just waiting for them to fucking pop off on you and tell you that you're horrible and that, or that you're hurting them or something. The Star, though, at the base. Have a very high opinion of them. You're putting them on the pedestal. Be careful of that. How do they see you? How do they see you? How does Scorpio Venus' person see them? The Moon. Highly emotional, fearful, could be secretive. Very instinctual. Knight of Cups. That's good. I mean, that's someone that wants to lavish a lot of affection and compassion on someone else and kind of do a little bit of love bombing, but not necessarily too negative in this context. Just someone that wants to be romantic and, you put them on a pedestal and they know that. Interesting. Seven of Cups reversed with clarity, and then Nine of Swords reversed. I think they're starting to see you come a little bit out of a place of anxiety and fearfulness and worry and get clear on who you are, what's important, get down to brass tacks. That's Pentacles matters. They are seeing you make a move towards that direction. Okay, so how can you ask them for support? The Lovers. The Hermit reversed. Just ask them to reconfirm that y'all have it. I can't believe we're already at 8 minutes. We already got all this far. Like, it's not that big of a deal this month, but if you're just watching this for entertainment, thank you. The Lovers, you just need to ask them to reconfirm that your shared goals are still aligned. It doesn't mean that y'all have to have the same goals. What it means is that they can work together in harmony and not conflict with one another, and ideally work to benefit one another. So if their goal is they want to get their money right because they want to make like build a fucking greenhouse on the side of the house, and you're like, well, my goal is to make sure that you're happy because you mean so much to me, then like the goals are aligned. I mean, and then with the Hermit reversed, that would be more like either asking them to share their inner thoughts of what they're thinking about, or my first instinct with that is just like, let's go on a date, let's get out of the house, let's do something lighthearted. Let's do something non-serious. That could support you in feeling more comfortable and secure in the relationship. How can they ask you for support? Or, what did I just ask here? How can you support them? Fuck. Okay, well, whatever. Reverse it if it applies. Now I'm all fucked up. Okay, so how can they support you? That's what I asked, right? The Hierophant reversed. Do something unconventional. King of Cups. I'm gonna just put this over here. Do something unconventional that shows a lot of emotional stability and understanding and compassion. Tell your friends to fuck off, for a day. If you were going to go and hang out with the boys or the girls, like, then just instead make a romantic gesture towards them to do something that they like to do that's emotionally fulfilling. Page of Pentacles, and something that's pretty deep. Page of Pentacles reversed, Two of Cups reversed. I think acknowledging that there's been a little bit of distance or disconnect and letting them know that that's something that you're trying to work on and you might just be going about it in ways that aren't as effective and you're looking for more effectiveness could be useful to you. Otherwise, I think you're going to figure this. It's going to come and go. It's going to pass. It's kind of a quiet month for you in terms of relationship. But yeah, making those emotional gestures towards them, I think, is always appreciated. What are you learning right now in terms of your relationship? What is Scorpio Venus learning right now in terms of their relationship? Five of Cups. Clarified by the Page of Wands. Talking about things that have disappointed you. Opening up a dialogue to just say, the way that you acted, hey, it's okay, but like, don't get defensive, but I did feel like you dismissed me when you didn't give me a kiss goodnight or whatever it is, right? Just talking about things that have disappointed or hurt you emotionally in the relationship. What are they learning about right now in terms of your relationship? Page of Cups, how to show you emotional positive messaging. Because you're coming towards them with the Knight of Cups, which is like very romantic and showing gestures, and you really want to make a move towards them. You've got Knight here, Knight there, and everything like that, and they're just kind of like, Ace of Cups reversed, right? They're not putting in a lot of emotional effort towards you. We're at this time. Oh shit, the Star. Show you how much they're learning to put you on a pedestal. Five of Wands, stop competing with you. Sun reversed. To put their own happiness second and their own self-indulgence second to you at times, because that's what is nurturing towards the relationship. Interesting. Okay, so what are you releasing in terms of your relationship this month? Nine of Cups reversed. Eight of Pentacles reversed. You are accepting that and releasing the idea that you can't have, first of all, that you haven't worked hard at this and you deserve what you deserve, because you have. And also that this isn't your dream come true. The Four of Cups keeps coming up. It's pretty much been on the bottom of the deck for the last several pulls that I've done, which is not accepting reality. It's a non-acceptance of what is being offered. There's something to this month about you in terms of your relationship that, they could do better towards offering you some emotional messaging, positive emotional messaging. That is true. But there's also so much here to be happy about and grateful for, both in yourself and how far you've come and what work you've done, but also like the relationship that y'all have built together. And I think that you're starting to let go of the concept that you're a noob at this, that you don't know what you're doing, that you're not practiced, that this is all new, that you haven't put in any effort. You have. You absolutely have put in a lot of effort, actually. And that there's a lot to be grateful for in the here and now, regardless of what your person's doing. And what are they needing to release? What are they releasing this month? What do they need to let go of this month? What is their person releasing? Ace of Wands and Strength reverse. So having all these ideas and then not having any follow through. So, I mean, this is, again, Ace of Cups reverse. You know, they're just feeling like they need some emotional stimulation, and they're not taking as strong of a part to play in making that happen. And then they have all these ideas about how they can bring something that's more stimulating into their life, but then they're not willing to do the heavy lifting to make it happen. So they're looking to you because you've always been a source of putting them on the pedestal and lifting them up and giving them a lot of gas, but then they're not responsive to it anymore. So then they got you playing games. They got you doing too much. And they're over here just needing to figure out how to reciprocate that back to you. And that can make them feel good. So this is really a lot more about them and them figuring out how the things that they want is right at their fingertips, and all they have to do is show you some love and reciprocation and dote on you a little bit, and that will actually give them a lot of the that will burn the fires more. You know what I mean? Like, that'll add fuel to the fire of the back and forth, the creative productivity aspect. And this whole focus on, like, we need money, this and that, like, is that true? You know, like, or can we be patient? You know, this very impatient person over here. And I don't know. I'm having an annoyance with this reading because my person's a Scorpio Venus, and I'm like, well, I'm fucking up again. But yeah, I don't know. Let's get a clarifying love situation for you. Soulful synergy, vulnerability weaves hearts in a dance of harmony, unity, and flow. So that goes back to just having dialogues about what's going on, about your own disappointments here, about things that have hurt you, and just say, hey, when you didn't reciprocate that love that I was trying to give to you, it did hurt my feelings. And, you know, I need that to feel good and feel safe and whatever, right? Vulnerability weaves hearts in a dance of harmony. That could be missing their cognition. Storms of love. Conflict is an opportunity for growth and change. So whatever arguments and bullshit that you do have, there's always an opportunity to look towards clarity and honesty to figure out where each person's coming from, rather than a defensive mind game, making sure that I win. It's like, in the interest of just understanding you better, what the fuck is going on here? And what do they want to tell you from their deepest subconscious self? What does your person, Scorpio Venus, want to tell you from their subconscious self? I couldn't let you get close to me. I know that I crossed the line with you. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. What the fuck did you cross the line about? This is a very, okay, before I pull this, this is a very extreme deck, so we're just going to take what comes out and find more reasonable applications for that concept. What did they cross the line with you about? At least in their opinion. Keeping a promise. Don't take that to some crazy conclusion. I don't see duplicity here. What was the promise? Depression. Keeping you a secret. Police. Insecure. Okay. So again, I was saying we're going to take this down to a very pragmatic and grounded place. So they cross the line with you by keeping a promise about how they have felt a level of depression and depletedness, and that's why they don't want to shout your name from the rooftops. And there's this quality in them of policing you that comes from a place of insecurity. So that's it. Okay. That crossed the line because that's not treating you as an equal. That's shutting you out, one. And that's insecurely trying to micromanage your life with all this money matters here and here. What are we doing? And you need to do this and da 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 da. Because they're insecure about whether their dreams will become reality because they haven't been doing enough to make it happen. This is too real. I don't like it. Okay. This is a quickie, I think, this month. Let's get some advice from your angels, guides, and loved ones on the other side for Scorpio Venus regarding their relationship. Just some advice for them to send them on their way. Remember that you can't change anyone but yourself, of course. Stop giving away your power right now. They're going to come around when they come around when they come around. By giving away your power, that's a twofold meaning. First of all, it's that you don't let them have control over the way that you feel about yourself. But it also means you don't depersonalize whatever you got going on as being their fault. So you have the power to change yourself. You have the power to change your opinions about things, the way you think about yourself, the way you conceptualize about your life and how it's going. You have mastery. Remember that. You are living a good life that has a lot to be grateful for. A lot of your dreams have already come true. Remember that. That's one way that you give away your power. The other way that you give away your power is by not having a conversation and a dialogue about the things that have hurt you. Therefore, that puts them in the correct spot to have a reckoning to your emotionality and having to take action on that. But again, whatever they choose to do, that's not up to you. So that's it. Looks like I have to have a conversation when my man comes home. Anyway, I hope y'all like that. And if you did, I have rising sign readings already posted for the month of February. And then I'm going to have year ahead readings posted soon for all the sun signs. Please like and subscribe if you like that. It's really helpful to me just getting started after I was a lazy ass and fucking didn't do any postings for a year. I lost a lot of momentum and I am looking to gain that back. So anyway, I feel like this read me more than my own reading did. Anyway, thank you so much and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.